Welcome back to Connect on Fire. So today I am on a Windows version. Which version of Windows is this? Well, you do not know anything about this version. Well, this version is Windows 3, released in 1990. Now here it even has a file option. You can even resize, maximize, minimize programs. It did not have it had a GUI or graphical user interface, but not a taskbar. That taskbar was added in Windows 95, which soon we can discuss about. Here in the main we have File Manager. Let us go to the B drive. Here it has something. So now let us open up the control panel and check out and take a look at what is here. We even have we just need to personalize the desktop, so this is the desktop personalization options. Here you can choose the wallpaper is a tulip, one of my favorite flowers. Now I have set it to this. Now let us check the fonts installed. We have Courier, Health, Modern, Roman, Script Symbol, and Times Roman. RMN, TMS RMN. Courier. This is still included with my Windows 7 computer, but they are just raster versions of the Courier fonts. Health Health is mostly a font that was created by Microsoft as a substitute to Helvetica. It is still distributed with Windows and is still distributed for compatibility with legacy programs. This is modern. Only the 28th size. Roman. Only 28. This script. This is just now symbol. Symbol is a font distributed with Apple's LaserWriter printers and is a serif font with only symbols written in the style of Times New Roman. This font is still distributed with Windows but as just a true type. You can uninstall it or remove the font from your system. And Adobe Font Folio does come with it. It comes with the Symbol STD font, which is just the open type version. This is TMS RMN. It is just a font in the style. It is just a substitute to Times New Roman. In later versions of Windows, a Times New Roman font was added to replace Times Roman. Now this is the mouse. You can change the. Let us change it to fast speed. And now this is the sound. Only one sound. Warning beep. Date and time. We need to select it. We have set it to 1991. Now let us check out the now let us even check out the print manager. Okay, so there is no printer as this does not have a printer connected. This is the clipboard. This is the DOS prompt. We will not check it as this will this will run into full screen mode. Unlike Windows 95's DOS prompt, which now no longer you can now customize the Windows 95 DOS prompt by changing the font, etc. Now the Windows setup is not the out of box experience. Just wait. It just shows options of Windows. Now let us check out. No, let us take a look at the games. It only has two games, Solitaire and Reversi. I may be skilled in the Solitaire game. I do not know. Now let us open Reversi. Yes, a game of Reversi. Reversi was first patented in 1971. Okay, you may only move to a space where the cursor is a cross. And one of my favorite is this. I have never just. I only need to move where the cursor is a cross like this. Or this. It is funny to know that this in Windows later versions like Windows XP, it was replaced by Internet Reversi, a new game which requires you to connect to the internet to play it. Play it with your friends, and to play it you need an internet connection. And it is unsafe to bring Windows XP on the internet. And also the servers are down. Okay, I am running it on so I need to increase the brightness. Now, where is the yes, here, here. You lost my 40. I lost the game of River. I lost my game of Reversi. How worst I am. Now let us check the accessories. We have a right. This is still included Windows, but it is described as Windows Right. But if you open it, it opens up the WordPad, the successor to Windows Right. This is Paintbrush, a program in where you just need to make drawings. You can You can even add a font and type text. Let us minimize it. Now the terminal. It has a mobile icon, not be confused with the latest Windows terminal. Currently, there is a Windows terminal, but that is a command line interface and not stop. Now we have it. Now I just need to choose the phone option and dial. I will not dial this number. Now there is even the notepad. And even the text is at the center. The text at the center of the active title bar or inactive title bars or etc. They were re-added in Windows 8 and removed in Windows 10 and removed back to that, just like Windows 95 up till 7 did. This is a recorder. This is car file. This is the calendar. Here we are on the, it is just a plain calendar. It is 11:45 p.m. this time in the just in the clock of the device of this operating system. It is 1991 in the 20th of July 1991. Let us minimize it. And I just saw the current date. Now the calculator. Let us add some basic sums. As you can see, 856. This is a working calculator. We have performed one basic sum, which is, now let us check the clock. We have kept it, we should keep it to this. The same, as you can see, and even you can choose a digital style. Let us check only about the clock. Yes, this is version 3 of Windows. So settings, digital. Let us go back to the analog style clock. Then the PIF editor is what we have at last. Then we will check some more applets of the control panel. This is the PIF editor, in where you can change any, you can create a program. This is the PIF editor. The PIF editor. Now that is the end of the viewing the program manager. Let us view the control panel applets. So we have color applet. In the color control panel applet, you can edit the colors scheme of windows. You can edit it with the ports. You can install specific ports into your device. With the mouse, you can change mouse tracking speed. With desktop, you can change anything that is on your desktop. An example is the wallpaper, the pattern, and others. This is just the pattern. For me, I will do none. Okay, none of these patterns or any other thing like that. And you can even change the wallpaper, but for me, I will do nothing. With printers, you can add any printer of your choice. Here I have no printers. I will install the Apple LaserWriter printer this time. But however, I will not install this printer as whatever. With international, you can change anything of your preference. Keyboard, you can configure anything with your keyboard. With date and time, you can change anything, any date and time, the date and time on your system. It is right now 11:50 p.m. here. And with sound, you can configure the sounds in your system. So that is in that. I hope that you may be interested with this video of Zulkarnain on fire. So Allah, so Khuda Hafiz.